That's right. This is about her. Okay, show of hands. Who here has ever temporarily or permanently removed an older post from their Instagram because they thought it wasn't worthy of the feed? Yeah. Cool. Same. And I'm not here to argue that that's inherently a bad thing. There's probably some content that's gotta go. And we're fluid beings, we're creative, and we're allowed to change the things that are on our feed in order to suit who we feel like we've become. But for the sake of this conversation, I'm talking about when we go and we curate who we are, removing past versions of ourselves, forgetting that they're a part of who we are today. I'm Morgan, and at the top of January 2021, after one hell of a year that included a job transition, a global pandemic, falling in love, and a breakup, I declared Instagram dead. I archived hundreds of photos and deactivated my account without a plan to come back. What I didn't realize then, but know now, is that by removing my existence on Instagram, I was also banishing parts of me from myself and from the world. I was living on a loop of, I'm not enough. And that informed how I shared or didn't share myself with others. But I got pretty clever, and I buried the one who's not enough really, really deep in my unconscious mind and cemented a mask on top of it. This mask I like to call the cool girl. I have spent my life compulsively trying to become the cool girl to prove that I'm enough, that I'm worthy of love and approval. The essence of the cool girl is someone who's totally unaffected by what other people think of them. For me, originally, that was an amalgamation of the Spice Girls and my older cousin and Julia Roberts as Jules in My Best Friend's Wedding. But then eventually that snowballed into being every single thing that I ever admired about another person, all into one, and I convinced myself that I had to be all of those things at once. By compulsively comparing myself to other people and thinking that I always needed to be something other than I dissolved my own essence and hid parts of myself. And this made it extremely tough to feel genuine self-compassion and to form relationships grounded in unconditional love. Fast forward to September 2023, when I enrolled in a meditation teacher training. I learned how to focus my mind, and the cool girl mask cracked. Meditation is about focusing our mind on an object, maybe like the breath. Actually, let's do it. Let's all close our eyes and go for 3 rounds of breath at your own pace, focusing on how the sensation feels. And gently coming back into the space when you're ready. So, what happens when we try to focus our minds? We get distracted. That's the point. When we can bring attention to those distractions and just build our attention in general, we cultivate deeper self-acceptance. There's no distraction that's unworthy of acceptance, just like there's no version of ourselves that's unworthy of acceptance. As I continue to meditate and build my strength in my practice and my ability to hold attention on the cushion, I've seen that translate to how I operate in the world off the cushion. I find myself remembering to remember the thoughts that will come up and say, you need to be more like that person over there. You need to become them quickly. And while you do it, act cool. And my hope is that one day, maybe my attention will be so fine-tuned that I'll be able to catch those thoughts at their inception point and not associate with them. And then here's the really cool thing about the way the mind works, at least how I'm understanding it. Our minds don't know the difference between I'm not enough and that person is not enough. So in order to curb our self-limiting beliefs and quiet our negative self-talk, we also have to pause our judgment of others and stop placing limits on others. Training our mind to see everyone as enough. This will be a lifelong practice. I'm not sure that I'll ever stop comparing myself to others or completely eradicate that voice that says, I'm not enough. But because of all of you, I'm willing to push through the discomfort to try for the sake of everyone else. Love you all. Thank you.